this will be the tutorial for Airbuster. I'm going to show off a few tricks here first because this is the easiest place to show them. I'm going to show off focus thrust canceling, focus strike canceling, excuse me, uppercut canceling, and synergy triggering. So right here you can uppercut the cancel and vary the end of it with parry, but you can also cancel the wind back of focus strike. So I am going to do a little bit of a change in here, so nope, and we want to put Goddard on Tifa. Okay. So I'm going to kind of show off what we're going to do to Airbuster here on this
performance assessment.
This cutter. He is not going to stand much of a chance. So normally we're going to heal this up. Heal up Cloud a little bit here. Tifa needs about 44 MP going into the boss for this. You can do this with Thunders, but you're going to end up needing an additional spell or two. So 44 is what you want to have. We can start this off with, well, I could have started off with Thunder if I wasn't thinking. So we'll just Focus Strike, parry, Focus Strike, parry, Focus Strike, parry, Focus Strike. And like once you make contact, that's when you want to parry to cancel the Focus Strike. You see all the, Cloud was casting Synergy Lightning here. That's actually what I did just before this fight. He was on Lightning Magnify for the entire chapter and Lightning MP Absorb. MP Absorb is something you're going to need for Airbuster to make this fight as quick as possible. You're also going to want, you don't need to, but MP Absorb is a good idea, or MP Up is a good idea. ATB Stagger is a good idea when you're using a lot of multi-target cast stuff. It'll make this chapter much quicker because you'll end up staggering a lot of enemies getting your ATB back. Double Magic up on Barret, or Cloud, First Strike, and ATB Boost. ATB Boost is going to be a backup measure, not something super important. We want Lightning on Barret, that's all we really need. Magnify isn't important, Ice and Time isn't. This Time just boosts his stats a little bit, so that's why it's there. Not really useful for anything. Double Luck up because his damage is so bad that I want him to hit crits. That's the only way to offset that. Shiva, we want Bahamut on Cloud, and Fat Chocobos on Tifa to boost her HP a little bit. We have HP up for survivability because we're going to try and dodge the Tank Buster, which I'll show you a couple times. First Strike, always on Tifa. When Barret's in the party, I wouldn't give him First Strike. It really sucks, but that's how it is. Lightning Elemental. This will add some extra damage. You're going to want to be on a magic-based weapon, so you need this to offset your lowered physical attack. Healing and parry. Parry you 100% need for this. You cannot do this without parry. So if you don't want to use parry, you need it for this strat. Fat Chocobo for HP up, like I said. Time, you can haste the party. You can go with Haste Magnify if you really want to. That is a much older strat though, so I wouldn't bother with it. The only thing you could possibly do is Haste Cloud or something. Most part, you're not going to use this. This is just another holdover. Refocus, you are going to need. ATB Assist, you're going to want and need. Skill Master, you're going to want. Okay, so just in case your MP is a little bit low, there's another Mako Shard right here before you get to the top floor. And if you also make sure to put MP Absorb on Cloud on that sweeper fight, you can max his MP out really good. You want to start with max MP on Cloud to make this fight go as fast as it possibly can. So we're just going to ignore those mono drives and come right over here. That extremely fast parrying I was doing is you hold the triangle button. So you hold the triangle button and mash the parry while you're holding guard. So she'll uppercut cancel over and over again. I would suggest taking the concentration ability off of any knuckles that Tifa is going to use. Omni Strike is very strong, but has some weaknesses in that it interrupts that incredibly good movement tech. Uppercut cancel parries are very fast. If you don't want to use those, because it's too much of a pain in the ass, and you can just use regular parries. It is much quicker to do the uppercut versions, though, because they auto-cancel the parries, so you can get full speed immediately. The parries are still pretty quick anyway, so you don't have to do it. At the very least, you want to get used to using parry to move with Tifa in these early chapters.
In that case, follow my lead.
Nah, Tifa's.
A lot of people do use Cloud for most of the time, so that is something to keep in mind. So you can just react to the screen on this. You don't have to react to the audio. Just look at when the screen changes color, flick. Good. You only have to really deal with the audio if you're going to do these ones back here. If you haven't gotten both of the magic ups, you need to do this, and then open up this back room, and the first magic up is in here. There's no magic up because I've already picked it up and maxed it out, just so you know. I'm pretty sure you probably do have it if you're doing a New Game Plus run. If you don't, you need to grab that right now, level it up, and come back. Because without that magic up, you're going to be in a tight spot. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways you can open the gambit for this fight. I'm going to show you an old one first. This one's a bit more risky, and I would suggest not doing it. But what you can do is spam focus strikes right off the bat and not bother with anything. One thing, focus strike doesn't trigger assist how you think it would. You think, like, focus strike, parry focus strike would work, but it won't. You actually need to let the focus strike cancel completely. So you have to focus strike and then poke with a regular attack, then focus strike again. So I'll show you real quick. So we're going to just uppercut right off the bat. Focus strike. See now. Now nobody got ATB out of that. So that's the older strat. I wouldn't go that route. You just need to focus. What you would normally do is... let me show that off properly this time. Lock on, uppercut, focus, parry, cancel, focus, parry, cancel, focus, poke, focus. The problem here is you see Cloud got stunned. That's the problem with this strat. You have a pretty high chance of the fourth focus strike getting Cloud to roll into one of the little stun orbs and losing Cloud, and that will lose you a ton of time. So the best way to start this out is actually with Cloud. That's something you can do. Also make sure to unmagnify. You want to have all these spells active. Barret, these can be a backup mechanic. Tifa. So one of the things you're going to activate is Skill Master. Skill Master requires 3 different abilities to be activated within a certain time period. This boss fight's short enough that you will have that. Barret, if you do need to activate his Skill Master, it will be Thundaga, Thundera, Overcharge, Thunder, then you will get the Skill Master activation, and then you have an additional Thundaga to finish the fight with, just in case your damage was low or you missed a spell or something. Cloud or Tifa's will be, she's going to start with a True Strike, then Focus Strike, that's 2. And then when Airbuster goes into the 3rd phase, she'll use Thundera. So that will trigger the 3rd, and she'll get full ATB. This will set up the refocus so that you can activate ATB assist twice instead of once off a full bar of ATB. You don't have to have completely full ATB because you got to remember that Skill Master gives 900 ATB, not 1,000. And when the ATB is split by refocus, it's 650, 650, and 700. So as long as you're within a certain amount of that end, you can get all of it. So what we're going to start with right off the bat is... we'll just do the first bit, and then I will talk about it. So I want to lock on Thundaga, switch over True Strike. So now I've got these 2 pinned together, and I'm going to uppercut out of the True Strike here and focus. And then we're going to do Focus Strike, poke, so that ATB Assist activates, and then Focus Strike again. And then we're going to uppercut, Focus Strike. Then your ATB might be a little bit low, so you have to poke again. And then now that he's in phase transition, we're going to activate Refocus and switch over to Cloud. You have a couple options here. You can ATB boost with Cloud to get ATB back, or you can just do regular swings. I'm just going to do the regular swing method, but don't be afraid to use ATB boost. Okay, so Cloud's got more than enough ATB. You want to wait for Airbuster to flatten out like this to start casting Thundaga. If you cast it too soon here, you'll end up not hitting Airbuster at all. This next phase is quite tough, so practice it. It's not impossible. We're going to dodge Tank Buster with Tifa here, so what we're going to do is get up in there. You don't have to get as many Focus Strikes as I do. Go in with Tifa, Focus Strike, parry cancel, Focus Strike, parry cancel. 1 is always safe. You can do it twice. If you're really feeling frisky and you're getting used to it, you can do 3 of those before the Tank Buster. So, let's do it. Okay, so we go 1, 2, parry. That's what I mean right there. That's what the HP up is for. You don't have to do anything at this point. You can reset. If you don't have the HP up, you're going to need it. So just come in here, True Strike, Focus Strike, to get the ATB back, uppercut, uppercut. So that's not optimal, obviously. So that's why I say you might want to just do 2. I probably could have hit all 3 if I hadn't been pausing in the middle of the fight. So let's just keep going. Now he's going to move away, and we have enough bar on Cloud so that he's going to be able to Thundaga. Barrett's got enough to Thundaga. And Tifa's going to spam 4 Thundagas. So, Thundaga, Thundaga, Thundera, 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 Thundera. Now, if you really want to play safe, you can Thundera with Barrett and then let him cast this. Overcharge. Now you want to go Thundaga, Thundaga. So we're going to see here, Cloud's Thundaga is going to take most of the damage, and then he's going to follow up with a Thunder Synergy. And that will kill. This needs refocus, so if you don't have the HP up, if you get hit by Tank Buster, you will die. So we're going to try and do this at relative speed, and hopefully you guys will be able to pick it up real quick. And I'll probably try and do another explanation right after, just in case. So, Thundera. That's the wrong character. True Strike. Uppercut. Uppercut twice. Or I'll just... You know what? I messed that up. That was... I accidentally switched to Barrett because I... let me see here. Let me check. Yes, Tifa is on L2. I hit the wrong button then. True Strike, uppercut, uppercut into, well, I guess, whatever. We'll poke in between. You want to build up some of that bar, switch over to Cloud. Okay, now wait till he lands, Thundaga, Focus Strike, parry cancel, I'm gonna have to wait it out. Focus Strike, True Strike, uppercut, uppercut. So the thing here is you want to parry during the Tank Buster, and then for me I have Focus Strike. Let me see here. Focus Strike's bound to the circle, right? So you're parrying, hold, bap, 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 bap. Open up your shortcuts, and then Focus Strike. Focus Strike will let you clip through the Tank Buster, and then you can follow up with whatever you want from there. You can parry cancel, you can True Strike, you can Thundera, you can Star Shower if you want to. True Strike's usually enough with another Focus Strike to push the phase. So we'll do one more after this at full speed without interruption. But the idea is to clip through Tank Buster. If you want to play it safe, you can just parry through it. Thundaga, Thundaga, Thundera, Thundera, Thundera. So you don't need this additional Thundera activation with Barrett. You just need the extra damage. So you wait for my apologies and then cast. That's 100% safe, and you'll be able to get through it. So we'll do one more try here. Hopefully I can do one more. I didn't forget to save or something weird. Yeah, almost forgot to save. And then I guess we'll do Reno real quick after this. Okay, so let me make sure we have the right... Alright. Oh, that's actually not 100% correct. We don't need that magnified, but it's also not much of an issue. So, we start with... The Thundera is the big issue, right? True Strike, uppercut. You can cancel the uppercut twice, so you make sure you have plenty of bar. 2 Focus Strikes ought to be enough. And then you can refocus, switch over to Cloud. You can ATB boost, or just take a couple of swings at him. Wait till he lands, Thundaga. Get in there with parry. Now be careful you don't parry cancel during the Focus Strike, the first one. Uppercut. Uppercut. So you just want to uppercut there to build up your bar. If you want, you can ATB boost with Cloud, if you can fit it in somehow during all this. If you really want to play it safe, you can ATB boost at the start of this phase. You're going to end up losing a little bit of time, but it's probably worth it. So that's what I'm going to actually do here. Thundaga, Thundaga, Thundera, Thundera, Thundera. So he'll end up with 2 ATB. And then we'll play it safe, switch over to Barret here before his Thundera goes off. There you go. So, you see, I started that one at Avalanche, and there you go. That's how Airbuster goes. If you're having any more issues, let me know, and maybe I can record a better video. I'm hoping that's enough to let you guys understand. The thing is, Tank Buster, as long as you're parrying, so you just need to be mashing circle into that corner, you won't get pulled into Tank Buster. As long as you buffer the input from your parry into Focus Strike, you should be fine. I've had a couple of times where I didn't do the input properly. That's why I'm saying, like, you want Focus Strike on circle for this. Especially because you parry cancel it very often. It's just a crime of convenience, because then that way you're hitting the same button and you don't have to re-change the button. If you want to use... This is one of the skills you probably need to learn through shortcuts. That you kind of need to do it. You can tactical menu it, but I'm not sure if a tactical menu would pull you out and get you hit. If you just want to ignore Tank Buster, you can wait for it, but this saves a lot of time. This saves like 10-15 seconds. And having Synergy on Cloud does a lot of damage really quick. So just keep that in mind. See you guys again next time. Hopefully this Airbuster tutorial helped. We're going to move on and do Reno, I guess, since I'm right here. Later.